Hello, friends. It is a beautiful rainy day here in Chicago, Illinois. I can't even see the city. This is I have to show you all the view that I have. You should be able to see the city, but you can't right now. Today, I want to come to you and talk about stopping abandoning yourself. How to stop abandoning yourself. How to move forward and resist the urge to abandon yourself, even though it might feel real good sometimes to do so in search of other things, other people, a lot of stuff. So I really wanna get into this one. What do I mean when I say abandoning yourself, you? I mean leaving behind, pushing away, ignoring how certain events, actions, and moments will affect your inner child and what you truly desire. We all have an inner child. We all have a small little baby inside of us, or the place for that trauma has built up, right? The place where when people attack it, hit it, and go after it, or go after us rather, that feels attacked. So it's when you're in a group of friends and everyone's talking, but no one's talking to you. It's a group of 5 people. There's 2 pairs and then you. They're talking here, and you're here and you're kind of just sitting on your phone or looking around, or you want to be involved, but the energy is off. And you immediately snap back to that time when you were a little kid in that same situation, and you felt like no one loved you or wanted you to be a part. This is why people make subtle, slight, snarky comments about like, oh, so y'all just ain't gonna invite me to the party, y'all just ain't gonna invite me out, because people want to be involved, right? People want to feel like, girl, I wanna go, I wanna be a part of the thing, I wanna be with the girlies, but it's not even just not being a part of that thing when you were little, having that group of friends include you. It goes back to your parents and how they abandoned you or did not want or seemingly want you. Abandoning yourself looks like being a part of things and or choosing, because you always have a choice. You're always making a choice. Choosing things you know aren't good for you in service to try and falsely please and achieve the love, desire, attention, or care you want or need. What does that look like? Here's a very fast, quick, easy, simple example. Let's say you're on a diet, right? You're trying to lose some weight, lose some fat, get your body to, there's nothing wrong with being bigger, but there is something wrong with being unhealthy. Right? There's nothing wrong with having some more meat on your bones. That's great. That's beautiful. But there is something wrong when you can't move effectively or efficiently with that meat on your bones, right? You're trying to lose a little bit of weight, trying to go on a diet. You have some cheat days every now and then. You go out with friends maybe once every week, so you allow yourself to relax on that day or night. But abandoning yourself looks like intentionally sabotaging that goal, that weight goal, because dopamine and the food that you desire feels better. Taking care of yourself by eating lots of proteins and fibers is like, oh, girl, I don't want to do that today. I really don't feel like it. And some days that's okay. But a very simple, quick, and easy example of abandoning yourself is sabotaging your goals because you don't feel like it. That's a lack of self-respect. But a deeper version of abandoning yourself in search of something else is, let's take something like a Grindr or Tinder, or these are the Bumble, all these other dating apps I don't even know about. Let's say you're in search of love. You're trying to find it, right? You're trying to find you a boo, find you somebody to snuggle up with, cuddle up with, right? And at first it's innocent. It's like, I want to see who's around my area. I want to see the people who are around me. I want to see like, what are actually my options? So, you go in and you download the app, you do everything, put in all your information, and you're swiping, you're scrolling, you're looking, you're curious. You like some people, they match, it's cool. You start talking with people and then you realize, I don't think this is actually, this isn't really what I wanted. These people are giving very much toxic, very much emotionally unavailable, very much, I just want this one specific thing. And if you don't want to be a part of hookup culture, you don't want to hook up and that's all they want, sometimes the things that you want, the things others want are not aligning. They aren't aligning. So you delete it. And you say, I ain't gonna do, that ain't who I am. I'm just whatever. 2 days pass, you download it again. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna give it a shot because I think I need to stay on for a few extra days. I've done things like this in the past, right? I need to stay on for a few because maybe I just wasn't given. Let me choose some new. That's the problem. The problem is me. The problem was me. Let me choose some new photos. Okay. Actually, forget new. Let me take some. Hey, Sarah, let's go out and do a photo shoot. Great, thank you. You take your friend out. Y'all do a photo shoot. You looking all cute. You feeling all great. You put them up and a few matches. But all the people that you like don't like you back. Don't match with you back. That's that divine energy. The people that you like, that you want to be with, romantically, sexually, platonically, girl, they don't like you back. They don't want to be with you like that. And all the people that you don't want to be with want to be with you. What's that about? Right? And so this cycle continues of deleting Tinder, deleting Bumble, downloading it, delete, download. And what begins to happen is we begin to look for external validation from the people we know we can't get it from places we know we can't get it from. If only I just add a little bit to my bio. I need to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. I'm a little fat around the tummy. My legs ain't looking too, toned. The problem is me. So we go to the gym. We get a gym membership. We lose some fat. About a month or 2.5, maybe a few weeks. We start feeling better about ourselves, and we go back to Tinder or Bumble or wherever. Same thing. Wait a minute. Hold up. I done lost this weight. I done got some fat off my body. I done got a facelift. I done got a facial. My hair is looking good. My skin is brown. It's looking good. I'm glowing. I'm flowing. I'm in a flow state. I'm connected with divine energy. I'm praying. I'm meditating. I'm journaling. I'm in my bag. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. But they don't want me. What else can I fix about me that they don't want me? What? You serious? I look this good. Right. I done put the time, energy, and effort in, and yet still, they don't want me. Maybe I just let me just stay on here for a few extra days on this dating app and the cycle keeps going. You know how to touch yourself, sexually or non-sexually. You know where your curves are. You know where your scars are. You know this ice cream cone gonna make me feel good, or if I eat this ice cream cone, I'm gonna be bloated and I ain't gonna feel too good. You are the only divine being on this earth plane who can love you better than anybody else can love you. Think, and sometimes it's hard to imagine that, but frame it like this. Imagine your brain, body, and spirit as three different entities. Brain or mind, body, spirit, right? The brain does a lot of the mental processing. The body does a lot of the physical work. The spirit does a lot of the divine healing, energetic cleansing work. And when those three people, entities, work together in divine alignment, when you look at the 8 dimensions of wellness for yourself, right? And you begin to break all that down, you realize, wait a minute. Spirit, how are we feeling today? Body, how are we feeling today? Mind, how are we feeling today? How am I doing? Inner child, where are you at? Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling abandoned? Are you feeling want? We are the only people on this earth plane who knows how to love ourselves as deeply as we desire love. I'm going to say that again. We are the only divine entity on this earth plane who knows how to love us as deeply as we desire love. So when we're going to, and there's a healthy way, right? When we're going to all of these apps, all of these websites, all of these everything, and we're looking for people to tell us, man, you sexy, you gorgeous, you beautiful, you pretty. And it's like, oh, thank you. You're really looking to be validated. That inner child wants that love that they never got, right? And there is a healthy way to go about it. And what do I mean by that? There's a healthy way to download these dating apps or go anywhere. Eat this specific food, be a part of this specific activity. There are healthy ways to do that, right? The problem is when we're looking for the antidote to our loneliness, when we're looking for the secret potion or spell that can, poof, solve everything we've been wanting to be solved. And we think, if I download Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, Hinge, and I just swipe or scroll, somebody has to want me as much as I want me. But if we are abandoning ourselves, and we talked about this in the last episode, if we're abandoning ourselves to open access to gates to people who we know are not good for us, we're setting ourselves up for failure, and that is our responsibility. But if you've never known what real, true, magnanimous, raw, unapologetic love has felt like in your life, from a parent, from divine energy, from a friend or a lover, of course you're going to fall for it. I mean, almost every song in the world is about love. Almost every single song is about love. We are learning how to love from people who don't know how to love themselves. Every lyric in a song is, I can't live without you. You're my everything. You're my better half. Me and you against the world. I can't write one song that's not about you. I would run to the ends of the earth to find you, to chase you. And as good, and I love artists, I'm an artist myself, we know how to make it sound good, and as good as it sounds and as good as it feels and as much as it hurts, but hurts in a beautiful way, it ain't in a healthy way. We abandon ourselves and leave ourselves, right? We sit here and say, I'm gonna go on Tinder one more time, and here our inner child is sitting there like, yay, Like, maybe this time. Or we abandon that inner child and walk away and say, I'm going to go look for some more validation. And our inner child is sitting right here like, why did you leave me? And then the inner parent has to come in and say, now look, you know this ain't right. Right? You know that if that you doing this thing is in search for something that you're really desiring and wanting. You know that. All right? Call yourself out on your BS. All right? Call yourself out on the things you know. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. Hold up 1 second. And this might get a little controversial. We have to call ourselves out on our BS when we know things aren't right for us or good for us. I'm still working on it. I'm about to go out to this club. I'm about to get blackout drunk with this group of people who clearly couldn't care less about me. Now, we might gossip together. We might talk together. We might have a little pitter-patter, you know. We might chill, watch a movie. But are you divinely connected? Right? I'm about to go to this club with these people, get drunk, smoke a little weed, maybe do something else more than weed, right? And I wake up the next morning hurting, hating, hungover. Why am I turning to this thing? For me, the big question in life is always why? Why do I do the things that I do? It's not about what, it's about the why. Because if you can tackle the why, you can tackle the what. I'm about to go to this club and get blackout drunk, wake up the next morning hungover. It's going to ruin my next day, and maybe the day after that. I'm going to be behind on the things that I want to do. Now, there are ways, mindful ways to have fun. But I'm just asking questions right now, right? I'm about to abandon my inner child. I'm about to abandon myself and sabotage my body, my brain, my spirit in search for a fun time to escape and run away from everything I know I'm fighting, everything I know I'm battling, everything I know I want. And I'm going to do it because I want to have a good time. That dopamine feels good, the endorphins are going, the oxytocin, the norepinephrine is going, all of these hormones and chemicals are going off. But so are you, going off, slowly, but surely. Taking a wrecking ball to the life that you're trying to build. Calling ourselves out on our BS means saying, look, I'm putting a toxin in my body, whatever that may be, whether it's alcohol or drugs or people. Look, I'm putting a toxin in my body, and I know it ain't good, and I know it ain't right. But in the moment, it feels so good. And that's where I say, child, what feels good and what is good are two completely different things. What feels good in the brain and body, right, sometimes is completely destroying the spirit and our inner child. We subconsciously run to toxins to avoid our trauma. Run to trauma to avoid the deep trauma. Run to drama to avoid our trauma. Everything that feels good ain't always good. That chocolate chip cookie tastes real good, but if you take too much of it, if you eat too much of it, it's going to become a problem. Everything that feels good ain't always good. And you won't recognize it until you're out of it. There are people that I follow on social media who talk about how they have over time gotten rid of artificial sweetness, artificial, what do you call it? 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 Artificial, what do sweeteners in their food and what they intake for more raw natural sugars, eliminating artificial sugars for more raw natural holistic earthbound and based sugars. And when they went back to these artificial sugars, they said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. This don't taste good. This actually tastes horrible. Why did I like that? Because you got accustomed to it. Sometimes you didn't even know that you swim in a pool of blood. Red turns to water. After a while, you're just like, this is normal. This toxicity is normal. And I'm going to keep abandoning me. I'm going to keep leaving myself behind. I'm going to keep running away from everything, right? So I can have a good time, a fun time. Not recognizing that running to drama is only going to cause even more drama. Because now you keep deepening those layers. Stop running from your BS and face it, acknowledge it. Be like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm really hanging out with these people? Sit down with a journal or just talk into your phone, an audio journal. That's what I do a lot of times. Be like, okay, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Audio journal, hello. So I'm hanging out with these people. You got them, and them. And this one wants this one wants that, and that one's with that. But I don't see them taking no action to achieve it. They also gossip, and if they gossip to you, they also gossip about you. Okay. All right. They're not responsible or mindful or intentional. They're not that caring. They're caring where they want to be, just enough to keep you around. And every time I see them, I have a deep urge to run away, to get away. But I stay because it's all I got. Once you start saying this stuff out loud, you be like, nah, I ain't with it. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't keep abandoning my inner child. Right, that little human who just wants some love, who just wants some attention, who just wants some care from you, from that inner parent. Because when your parents were not, when your mom and dad were not mother and father, ooh. Or when your mom and mom were not mother and mother, or your dad and dad were not father and father, or if they're non-binary, they were not your parental guardian figures. When you cannot use that heightened language for them, and you can't see that they rose up to the occasion, you're gonna have some drama. You're gonna have some drama, okay? That's what it is. You're gonna have that. You're gonna deep down be like, oh, why do I keep running to people who, because I'm actually running after mommy and daddy. And I'm abandoning myself, sabotaging my growth, sabotaging the life that I want, who it is I want to be, in order to feel good for a moment. Don't fall for your BS, because your brain will trick you. Your brain will tell you all kinds of stuff about yourself that ain't even true. Right? And not abandoning yourself begins with foundation. See, a lot of people ain't got that. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you are a part of a marginalized community, you have more foundation. Just point blank, period. Setting your intentions, your goals, where you want to be, that growth, your priorities in life, right? That begins to set that foundation. What are you standing on? Whose shoulders are you standing on? When you begin to set that foundation and you have something to stand on, something that can really support you, that can lift you up, sign of self-respect. sign of self-gratitude, sign of self-discipline. Not falling for your BS and not abandoning yourself allows you to be there for other people. Because if you got your foundation, if you got your goals, if you got your priorities, if you have your values, if you know where it is you want to be, you know where it is that you want to go, without being afraid for the universe to redirect you a little bit, and you're like, I'm disciplined, I got this, boom, 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 in a room, we're good. All in all, right, it takes a long time to unlearn things that we have used to survive. But over time, as we begin to set that foundation, cut those people off, set those boundaries, even with yourself, and say, hold up a minute, before I even do this, let me check in with myself, let me breathe. Is this right for me? What's this going to do for me? How is this going to affect me down the line? How does this affect the other people in my life? And how does my inner child feel about this? And sometimes you're going to fall through. Sometimes you're going to be like, I don't care, I'm eating that piece of cake as well. Like, I deserve it. And sometimes you do. And sometimes you do. You should go on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge. But make sure that it's healthy. And that you call yourself out when you know it ain't. If you enjoyed this, do whatever you got to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that, whatever, girly. Most importantly, take care of yourself, because your presence, as my West African dance teacher told me, never underestimate the power of your presence, because your presence is a present. Thank you for joining.